So should we start with the animals we like and then just go to animals that like we absolutely don't like that have been in our lives?
Oh wait, I could start with animals I don't like, and it's rare. I don't like capybaras. Fuck those things. They scare the shit out of me. They scare the shit out of me. They scare me so fucking bad.
Isn't that is that... Wait, you said capybaras?
Yeah!
Isn't that like the little drop bear from Australia?
No, you're thinking straight up, drop bears are the koalas. You're thinking of koalas. Capybaras are like 45-pound guinea pig.
They're so cute.
I don't like them. I don't trust them.
Those are ugly.
Those are
I was gonna
hideous.
say, I'm Team Shirley on this one. They're sketchy.
That is,
They're like-
yeah.
Dude, you guys don't know though. They are like the friends to all the animals. Like they hang out with everybody. They're super chill. Anyway, I like capybaras.
Just look at the way it's holding its nose up and looking down at everything.
Oh,
You should relate.
What?
Fuck. What are they? That looks kind of like a marmot. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah,
Yeah,
We're just
Like a
way
what?
bigger.
a marmot.
yeah, they're bigger.
Way bigger. Oh my god.
Have you never seen a marmot, Stevie?
Go to Purgatory in the summer.
Marmot?
Yeah, a marmot.
Oh, yeah. Didn't know that's what they were called.
Dude, I love those things. They flipped my brother out. We went up to Silverton, up to the ghost town. And it was towards the evening, and they're nocturnal creatures, so they start coming out around 1800 or so. And like as we're just walking around the ghost town, they just start popping out more and more and more. And he's all like, "Dude, are we about to get invaded?" And I was like, "Dude, calm down. They're chill. They're more afraid of you than they are, or than you are of them." And then I realized, no, wait, maybe my brother was more afraid of them than they were of him.
Man, I'm looking at marmots, and they really just look like nice, fat fucking prairie dogs, which also don't scare me for some reason. But, like, they have, like, there's something about, like, the size of an animal. The bigger it gets, the more sentient I assume it is. So, like, the size of these, I don't know what that is. Like, tarantulas have whole personalities to me. I don't want really anything to do a whole lot with them. But they seem to have personalities. And these capybaras seem to be big but lifeless. Like, they're still just giant guinea pigs. Like, they don't seem to get any more sentient. They just get bigger. And that freaks me the fuck out. And I don't know why. These marmots look cute as hell.
How do you feel about sunfish?
Oh, check out Pika's.
Oh, the sunfish freaks me out too. The bigger it is, the less sense it makes. It's so dumb.
What the hell is a sunfish? That doesn't look like it should frickin' exist.
No, they're freaking weird. And they're so dumb, they just chill in the ocean. They don't do anything. They just let things take bites out of them. They're super wild. And most of their body is useless.
It's nightmare fuel.
What's that crab in Australia that's like fucking huge?
Not king crabs. Oh gosh. There are some crazy spider crabs?
Coconut crab?
Oh yeah, the
mean
coconut
a
Oh
crab.
yeah, those huge, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of, those are like real life Pokemon, dude. I don't even like Pokemon. I'm not gonna like front and say that like I have the whole experience childhood wise with Pokemon, but like coconut crabs, that's a fucking Pokemon.
I think you just broke my heart, Shirley. I'm not gonna lie. You don't like Pokemon?
That one evolved like all the way.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it.
No
I just
kidding,
don't have the nostalgia that other people have with it because I wasn't allotted like. This is a whole complicated thing, and we're not going to get into it tonight. But I am a second generation nerd, And that first generation nerd, my father was kind of a butthole narcissist, so I have a lot of complicated feelings about my nerd knowledge.
Childhood trauma episode.
Woohoo! So, Pokemon I wasn't ever really allowed to get into, although I had a shiny Charizard at the age of 7, and I remember trying to hold on to it and not keeping it. So, it's complicated. I appreciated it to a point, but I just didn't get to connect to it like everybody else did. It was too derivative of this, and then I had to watch Tenchi Muyo.
That was a good one.
Since we're talking about animals we don't like, would you like to look at a cane spider?
Ooh, yeah, I don't want that on my body.
Why do you gotta tell me that there's spiders that big?
They live in Hawaii, so there's just another reason not to go.
I mean, they already ruined Australia for me, so well, that and everything else that will kill me over there.
So wait a second. Like, there's fake photos out there of them.
Yeah,
They're only about 3 to 4 inches wide.
oh, that's not bad.
They get pretty big because they used to just like chill in McDonald's, and we'd have to kill them.
Ooh, they look kind of like the big aggressive brothers of like 10-legged wolf spiders, which we have here in Indiana. They really do look almost identical to them. I wonder if they're related. Give me just 2 seconds.
Because those things can get as big as dinner plates.
What, a wolf spider?
Yeah.
10-legged wolf spider, which isn't actually related to the wolf spider.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, if you guys are looking at images of the cane spider and you see one on, like, the side of the house that's, like, 4 foot wide, that's a photoshopped image.
Aw, darn!
Oh, that one. It's definitely.
You guys remember the movie Eight-Legged Freaks?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Ugh, I need to stop looking at spiders.
Never mind. I
You're
think
the one
Google's
who
being
brought him up.
I know.
The
We're talking about
spider-
animals we don't like, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, but that's not an animal, that's an insect.
All animals. All insects
Well,
are animals.
I mean,
What?
technically we're talking
Actually,
about
it's an-
pets.
Actually,
So-
technically, it's an arachnid, so...
Thank you. That's what I was saying while I got lost in the den. It's an arachnid, not an insect.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. But,
No, you're fine. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, even the arachnids are pets too, so it could still be a pet you don't like.
Yeah. That thing could take out like a frog or a bird, dude. That thing was massive. I would consider it an animal for sure.
well,
Big enough for you to think it's sentient?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's got moods. It's got tooth, and it probably pays taxes. It looks like it has a fucking number.
Other than giant spiders, I don't like little dogs.
No cookie.
Little ankle biters.
I only like corgis and Pomeranians. Those are the only two little dogs I actually like.
I hate corgis. I think they're really,
so
really...
cute.
They are
No,
cute. Maybe they-
Hold on. I think they're cute. I really do. I mean, Ein is one of my favorite characters, but they're asshole fucking dogs, dude. Their their herding mentality, like
He's so right.
No,
they'll
they're assholes. The smartest dog I ever knew was a corgi, but that didn't mean that I really liked him. I had to get rid of my ukulele because it bugged the shit out of him, and he wouldn't let me play it without losing his shit. He ate razor blades, and he was fine somehow. Like, we had to put our like leg shaving razor blades up because he would eat the blades out of the fucking plastic somehow and survive. This dog. Do you remember how old was Volt, Carmen?
Oh God, 13?
13! 13! Survived on fucking plastic and books.
And hate.
And hate.
Don't forget hate.
Damn.
He's so cute. So cute. And such a snuggly dog. God, I miss him so much. Do you miss Voltage, Charlie? She's pouting.
I miss Volt, too.
All right,
Heard,
Scott,
heard,
you remember that woman who brought me into this world, that little dog she used to have? over there on Ohio
I
Street.
fucking hate Bijou, okay?
Bijou.
Bijou could go fuck off.
I hated that freaking rodent
I hate
so
Yorkies.
bad. Dude, I would sit on the couch like if she
The
was on a
most evil
couch
dog.
and I sat there, that little dog would straight up charge at me and start biting the shit out of me.
Only person he liked was my mother.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I mean, I threw him halfway across the world just trying to freaking fling him off of my fingers one day, but it was bad.
He deserved it.
Oh, I hated that dog.
Same.
And yet I still kept it alive because I had to give it pills for its seizures and everything.
Yep. Dogs suck, dude.
Oh. Oh man.
And another animal I disliked was my neighbor's dog. It kept breaking down the damn fence, all the fence posts, and then I had to go repair the shit because it was on my side. That shit got old real quick. It was a big ass dog, bigger than me. Dude, that dog stand up, and I'd have to look up at it. I was scared.
When we went to Toyota, there was a wolfhound. That thing was bigger than me. I was like, holy shit. It laid around, and it laid around. That dog was so cute, though.
I wanted to lay down with it, like it was massive.
I had a customer that had a Mastiff, and the first time I ever delivered something to them, like it stood up and just put its paws on my shoulders, and it kind of had to lean in a little bit to actually like be at height with me because it stood taller than me. She was all like, I'm sorry, and I was like, don't be sorry. Like, as long as he's friendly, I don't really give a shit. I like dogs, so.
My dog loves you.
I know, it's so weird.
Why? You have a beard? He tried to make out with you for like 10 minutes and you just let him.
People do dogs wrong. Like, they think that everything needs to be disciplined, and it really doesn't.
Oh no, as long as you were cool with it, I didn't care. I thought it was funny.
The bad behaviors need to be, like, disciplined, but, like, a lot of people also, like, discipline them in the wrong ways. Like, I have never once hit my dog. I've never had to, like, simply because as a puppy, I just started him on this regiment of, like, knowing what to do, what not to do, and it really annoys me, people that, like, you know, roll up a newspaper and smack their dog in the face. I just want to, like, you know, punch them in the face.
Yeah, dude, it's not like, I don't know, this is why I'll never own a dog, at least at this point in my life, is because I don't know the psychology behind dogs, and I don't have time to research dogs, like, but I know inherently, like, they don't fucking learn from being beat, like, I don't know, like, I've been around dogs my whole life, and I've been around bad dog owners for the majority, and I'm like, this is why I don't want a dog right now, is because I haven't had, like, a good, consistent, like, friend that's taking care of a dog. I mean, I actually have an acquaintance now that just got an emotional support dog for her post-traumatic stress disorder, and like the way she handles training is beautiful, and it's like something I've never like seen actually done before outside of people just having well-behaved dogs. And like I think I don't know, it drives me up the fucking wall to just see a dog getting smacked on the nose or getting their face rubbed in something. Like, they're just toddlers, dude, like, through and through. Like, they have, like, at best, like, the education, like, learning level of, like, a third grader in an animal form. Like, they don't do well off corporal punishment. I know that much. Like, I don't know. That frustrates me, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go back to my dog and sign language. You weren't here for it. My dog's deaf, so I had to kind of like use signs to sort of like help him out. And so, like, you know, one of the first things he ever learned was just stop. And like, I wouldn't actually touch his face or anything, but I would put my hand in front of him anytime he was doing something wrong, and slowly, like, it probably took about a year, but like he learned that when I threw up my hand like that, it just meant stop. It
Yeah.
meant whatever you're doing, you're not supposed to be doing. And then, he also learned no. That way, if I saw him start to do something, I could just be like, no. And he would, instantly stop doing that thing and just kind of look at me and be like, what are the instructions? And then, like, it's not necessarily sign language, but I would just point to the couch and he would hop up on the couch and lay down. And yeah, I mean, it's a slow process. If you're gonna own a dog, you gotta be patient, but you also gotta like kind of get into your dog's mind. Like if your dog can understand commands, then you need to figure out simple commands to give them. Like, one syllable commands. If they can't understand commands like vocally, then you need to early on work on them with hand gestures. And so when my girlfriend got a dog, even though he can hear, she taught him all the hand gestures that my dog knows. Like, because she thought that is a great method. And if my dog can understand it, then it's going to work. So, like, she uses a mixture of hand and vocal gestures, but he gets almost all the hand gestures that my dog understands. And he also, like, when she needs to be a little bit more forceful, she can put a little bit more gruff in her voice and, just be like, no.
Yeah.
Things like that.
A little bit more assertive, yeah. Do y'all ever have to stop yourself from impulse adopting animals, especially when they're fucking?
Dude,
You can stop yourself?
I cannot go into a.
I live out of my grandparents' house, so I don't have full like if I wanted to get a betta fish in a proper tank, I'd still have to ask permission. So there was a bird up for adoption, and I know she's in like a cage, like not getting any time out, like, and I'm just hurting for this bird. I keep thinking there's a mutual person that Carmen and I know. I'm not gonna name their name, but like I have an arduous relationship with this person, being that we have close proximity to each other, and our kids are friends. And I ended up at her grandma's house, and she had these two little lovebirds, like they were parakeets, like stuck in a cage that was literally like this big, just big enough for them to sit on a little log right next to each other and just constantly chirp in distress. And it just ate me up. I was like, these are tiny dinosaurs, dude. They're so fucking smart. They have to be like, but I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a wreck. I don't have any room for a fucking bird, but I'm like, this one bird... An old coworker is up for grabs. I need a bird.
Do you know there are parrots that live like 200 years?
Yep, dude. Yep.
I hooked up with this chick, and she had a parrot that was like 94 years old, and I was like, God, that's old. And she's like, oh, that's only like half its lifespan. I was like, seriously?
Damn.
Holy fuck.
They're like tortoises. They're very similar. Like, they're very like... Man, I love birds. I love them so much, and I just wish that I was in a better spot. Like, if I could live a life like Ozzy Osbourne, I would have, like, just people on people, like... helping me rescue animals. Like, hey, do you want to come hang out with a bird all day? Like, you can listen to whatever music you want to. Just help me take care of this animal. Like, I wish I had a big house. Just a bunch of birds. Just a bunch of birds. They're so cool.
I've always liked bird watching, but I don't think I could actually own a bird. I feel like it probably would just be too much work. I mean, I have my hands full with just a dog, so...
Oh, 100%. I think at this point, like, I'm a one animal person, and I have a cat, I mean, you guys saw him just a little bit ago. He's very noisy and very needy, and he's my
Very old.
everything. I'm not gonna get anything until our time together is up, and I'm not rushing that by any means.
Definitely.
Well, that's the same way I am with my dog. I'm not. I had a cat for a while. I named him Benicio del Perro. And he was a Turkish Fawn, so they're like very vocal and they love water. And he would constantly try and get in the shower with me.
No.
But then he would also run around at night just like screaming his head off. Be like, this is the song. This is the song of my people.
Knocking shit over across the counters at 3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Are we talking about cats?
Yeah.
Sorry, Sirius had the zoomies.
Aw.
My cat will pick up like just one dirty sock that he'll find from me. And I have work boots. I work in a deli in a fucking Kroger. I don't smell good. He'll find a sock and he'll just start carrying it around at 3 a.m. going, "Rah!" to let me know he caught something dead ready to fucking eat. And I'm like, you need to calm down and stop screaming for me, dude. I don't want to bite of that. Calm down. You're embarrassing.
One of the most epic moments was a mouse ran across my bathroom floor, and Benicio, like, just kind of like looked up at me like he was acknowledging this shit's about to happen, and then just like grabbed it and like held it in his mouth, and I was like, okay, I need to get this out of his mouth and dispose of it in a proper way, and so like I went to like grab like a towel so that I didn't have to touch the mouse myself, because you know they're carriers of disease and shit like that. And by the time I got back, he had ripped it apart. He didn't eat it, but there was blood all over the bathroom floor.
Damn.
Oh my god.
It's the circle of life, and it moves us all.
They have this instinct to kill, but then they don't want to eat it because they're full. Just make a fucking mess. I don't know. There's all kinds of cats out in this neighborhood. My grandpa does his due diligence, like a Mr. Rogers or some shit, a Mormon Mr. Rogers, and he goes and tries to get all the cats spayed and neutered that he can catch. But there's still plenty of strays around here, and I'll wake up and there'll just be a whole ass chipmunk head and a decapitated body somewhere nearby, like it's Jack the Ripper, but with cats. And I'm like, this is disgusting and terrifying. But they're well fed because everybody's like, look at that fat tomcat. Let me get him a whole cup of fucking kitten caboodle. This is fucking enabling the shit out of him, running rampant and killing the chipmunk and bird community.
I had a cat who could. Cat's name was Jasmine. It could hunt. It could catch birds, squirrels, and all that, but she wouldn't kill them. She would bring them in the house, and like we would see her, and she would let it go. And all of a sudden, we got this bird, this freaking just flying around. I'm trying to catch it or get it out the door, or a rat, or a lizard. Oh, that lizard was hilarious, dude. The whole family flipped on that one. I was loving it. But yeah, so I mean, it was a good hunter. It just didn't exactly do the killing part.
I've read that means that your cat saw you as kittens, and she tried to incapacitate many animals for you so that you guys could learn to hunt.
I heard something along those lines.
Is it cute? I don't know. But my cat does the same thing. Like, if he does catch something alive, he just kind of bats it around and then lets it loose. Like, he doesn't actually want to kill it or eviscerate it. Like, he just wants to, like, catch it real quick and then play with it. Like,
Kids and playing with their food.
ew.
I once found a bat in my toilet.
That's enough to give you fucking nightmares.
Honestly, though.
Yeah, bats are cute, really, to be honest.
I think so.
You don't want it in
I
your
agree
toilet.
as well, but I don't want to find them. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I was like, the difference between a clown being in a circus and then being somewhere where you don't expect a clown to be is like everything. Like, I don't want a bat in my fucking toilet. I would rather it be flying around my house. Like, I don't want anything in my toilet except for me and what's between God, alright? Like, I don't want anything in that process. I don't.
It's kind of funny you mentioned clowns because I've been a clown several times.
Who has
Surprise.
that?
Me.
Okay, what kind of clown?
Normally a happy face clown, but I like to antagonize people.
Okay, so a pugnacious clown.
Especially anyone that is afraid of clowns, I always walk up to them.
That's gross.
Yeah, I like those. I'm personally more of a sad clown. I'm a Pagliacci, if you will.
Yeah. Okay. I had a friend that was like a professional clown, and there were a couple of times where she didn't like someone would cancel on her, and she'd be like, "Hey, I need a clown," and I'd just be like, "All right, fucking dress me up, and I'll go at it."
There you go.
And since I know some magic tricks, like, you know, it worked out pretty well.
What kind of magic tricks do you know?
Just really dumb, simple ones, like taking a brown paper bag and, like, you know, do you know the invisible ball trick?
No. Listen,
So
I used to look up, when I got really sad and lonely and isolated, I used to look up card tricks to, like, figure out how to do, like, the 52 card, like, like,
Oh, yeah. So the invisible ball trick is basically you've got a brown paper bag and you're like, hey, I've got an invisible ball. And the person will be like, no, you don't. And I'll be like, yeah, I do. And what you do is you throw the bag up, like you keep it in your hand, but it's like basically like the act of, like, you know, shooting a ball out of it. And then you like stand there and kind of you're like, and then when the ball supposedly comes down, you snap your fingers lightly and it makes the bag like rustle like something hit the bottom of it.
Okay. So it's all sleight of hand. I love this shit, and I have these tiny, small carpal tunnel hands. They don't do shit. They don't respond to you.
I'm a big fan of prestidigitation, so.
Say that again?
Prestidigitation.
Now define it, please.
It is the art of sleight of hand.
Word of the day.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The magician's prestidigitation was good enough that he removed the man's belt without his knowledge.
That's
I love
just
it.
straight up robbing somebody.
Dude, there's a fuck, I wish I could remember his name. There's a magician that he sits there and he like just constantly removes people's clothes, their watches, their wallets, like on stage.
I seen a video of that. This guy was going through the park and he was talking to somebody, and just like single piece of clothing, even his watch, he was taking it and putting it on himself, and the guy didn't even notice that like all his stuff was transferring over.
Was it an older gentleman with like a gray mustache?
Yeah.
Kind of bicyclish?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the guy. Like, fuck, let me look him up. You guys can continue talking.
There's a really good movie. It's called
Did you guys
In
ever hear of
Focus about that.
Say it again.
Didn't hear what you said,
What?
Megan.
Yeah, please.
There's a really good movie called Focus. It's got Will Smith in it, Margot Robbie, and it's all about that as well. Kind of sleight of hand, theft type stuff.
Oh, now
Margot
you've seen
Robbie.
it.
That's a yummy cast.
Sorry, that movie just popped into my head. That was an excellent movie.
Yeah, really good one too.
Yeah. Did you guys ever fuck with Jonathan the Great? That's a blast from the past. The Amazing Jonathan. That's what it was. The Amazing Jonathan. So sardonic. It's a good watch. Good sleight of hand. He's a good magician, and he's really like meta and kind of like an asshole. I'm waiting to hear something bad about it, Carmen. And as always about oh my god. Louis C.K. I keep thinking about Louis C.K. Right? Like, I hope Jonathan is not a total turd.
All right, everybody, that is our time. Thank you so much for watching or listening. We hope you guys have an amazing day and stay awesome.